want to ask you a very, very important question. And that question today, guys, is, are you building a business for yourself, or are you building a prison for yourself? And I know that that seems very extreme, guys. I know that the question seems extreme, but I feel like it's a question, guys, that really, really needs to be answered. So if you do not know me yet, guys, my name is Dallas Gordon. I'm a spiritual business coach, marketing expert, author, speaker, all the above, guys. But tell you what, I am on a mission to help impact-driven women to get aligned, to master attraction marketing, as well as to dominate product sales in your industry. So if you're looking to do any of those things, be sure, guys, if wherever you are, turn on your notifications so that you won't miss anything. Get yourself something, whether you download a freebie, whether you get something paid, no matter what you do, guys, get connected with me. I have an amazing group called Ecom for Women on Facebook. You can feel free to also join that group, okay? So my question for you guys today is, are you building a business for yourself, or are you building a prison for yourself? And I think that there are so many topics that some of our leaders in the entrepreneurial space should be reaching back and talking about, but it's a lot of us that do not share the real part of the journey. We just kind of paint a pretty picture and hope that you sign up for programs and things like that. But I really, really want to reach back this morning, because there are a lot of people right now who are running businesses that they literally feel stuck. Okay, so there are some people listening in on this broadcast who is running a business, but you feel tired, anxious, stuck. You are slaving, okay, for your business, especially if you've experienced some sort of growth or success in your business. You feel like you are slaving to make this thing happen. And honestly, at the end of the day, you're thinking about quitting, and you're wondering when things will change. You're wondering when things will change. So if you feel comfortable to say, hey, Coach D, that's me today. I am feeling a little stuck in my business. I am feeling a little stuck in life. I created this thing. It was a great idea at first, but now it's just feeling like, it's feeling crazy now. If that's you, feel free to be transparent. No judgment here. I'm here to talk to you guys about that. And I want to share, and I want to be transparent. From my journey earlier on, guys, in business, I initially started my business from where I was. And that's what most of us do. Most of us start our business from where we are versus starting our business from where we want to be. Okay. And that's one of the biggest mistakes, guys, that I made in my business earlier on. So I want to share that with you, because so many of you watching, you are afraid to tap into that greatness that's on the inside. You are afraid to go to the next level because you are thinking that you can't really be you. You can't really do it your way. You have to do it how other people are doing it. You have to do it how other people are telling you to run your business. And because you're trying to do all of these different things that people are telling you that you have to do, you are feeling discouraged, lost. You're feeling overworked and underpaid right now. And you're looking around in your business and you're like, I thought that this would be better than this. I'm working like a slave, a factory worker, all of that kind of stuff for my business. And earlier on, guys, all I wanted was just to match my salary. I was like, okay, I quit this full-time job to do this business full-time. I can't let my husband down because he believed in me to allow for me to do this. I can't go back to work. I have to make this work. So some of you guys who are full-time in your business, you may be in that space. You may be in that space. And a lot of people are not thinking about that when they start business, right? So a lot of us, we start our businesses and we pattern our activities out of fear, anxiety, scarcity. Oh my God, if I don't show up every single day like they're telling me to, I may lose a few followers. I may lose momentum. I may lose some sales. And at this point, you are literally burnt out, okay, in your business. And if that's you, hey, no shame in your game. You can say, hey, that's me. That's me. That's how I feel. So that's what I want to kind of talk to you guys about. So what am I saying today? What I'm saying, guys, is please do your business a favor. Do yourself a favor. And even if you've already been in business for years, I want you just to take out a pen and paper, and I want you to write down what your future life looks like. What does that look like? So if you see yourself on beach, is not really my jam, right? Me and my family act like we like the beach, but we don't do beach. Okay. We don't do sand and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes I'll sit on the beach, but I'm not really a beach participant. Okay. So whatever it is that your future life looks like, guys, I want you to write it down on paper. So do I want to travel a lot? I know for me, I love new adventures. I love to stimulate my mind. I love to go new places and experience new things. So traveling is really my jam. I want to be able to take my laptop and go anywhere in the entire world, guys, and be able to travel. That's what my ideal business looks like. That's what I want for myself. Okay. So instead of me patterning my everyday activities, I wish I knew this back then, but instead of me patterning my business according to where I want to be now. So maybe I'm drowning in debt now, right? Maybe that was my situation back then. Maybe I'm just so afraid that I'll have to go back to work if I don't make this work. That was the mindset I was in then. Instead of me patterning my business behind grind, let me work hard so I can get there. Let me work myself to death so I can get there. Let me be team up all night so I can get there. Instead of patterning, I pattern myself after those belief systems then. Okay, so I've taken a shift. I've shifted from that mindset, guys, over to a mindset of blessing, over to a mindset of overflow, over to a mindset of what I actually want my future life to look like. That's what I started patterning my business after. And magically, yes, magically, my life, my results, everything that I've received in my life and business has been amazing, like those dreams, like those visions that I put out there into the atmosphere. Shift. It is time to shift. Some of you guys listening to this are feeling very left behind. You're feeling left behind. You're feeling like, Coach G, I'm doing business, I'm doing all the things, but still at the end of the day, I'm feeling like I haven't done enough. Am I speaking to you this morning? Is that you? Because that's how some people are feeling. I'm doing all the things that I can do. I'm feeling burnt out between home, work, and myself. And at the end of the day, I'm still feeling like how I'm showing up, what I'm putting in, what I'm doing is not enough. And that's because you just may be busy chasing someone else's dream, chasing someone else's marketing strategy, patterning yourself behind what other people tell you that you're supposed to do. And you are not doing you. You are not doing what God has for you to do. You're too afraid to step out on faith and to break out of the mold, okay? Because you're afraid that if you do that, you're going to lose attention. You're going to lose customers. People aren't going to want to support you. People aren't going to want to buy from you if you be the real you, okay? So what do you do to break that? What do you do to get out of building a business that changes you, okay? You want to first go ahead and project out there exactly what it is you want. And if you are feeling like, as you're writing these things, like, I don't know if I could really have that. I mean, I'm talking about, I want you guys to think big. When you are casting your vision, when you are saying, universe, I'm ready for this. This is the type of life I want. This is the type of results I want. This is what I want to do. I want you to think big when you cast that vision, not small. So you get out your pen and paper and go ahead and just imagine and have fun with it. Like, I see myself living on this mountain with these trees. I see myself with this amount of bedrooms. Like, do not be ashamed, because you can create the type of life that you want. That you want. I'm stumbling as always. That's okay. All right. Don't be afraid to choose, and don't be afraid to think big. You are enough to bring about that result, but it's time for you to shift. It's time for you to basically quantum leap yourself, which is the best way I can describe it, into that future. All right. By patterning your day-to-day activities behind who you see yourself being in your future life versus scarcity, versus fear. So I'll start with me. I'm actually in right now the life that I wanted to create years ago. I wanted to create a business that when I'm ready to go on vacation, when I'm ready to pack my stuff up and just be gone, I can take my business with me anywhere in the world. So guess what I do, guys? Since I know that that's the blueprint, if I know that that's what I want, if I know that that's my vision, I don't get attached to things that are not that. And I make sure that I always have an exit plan. So, I started out my subscription business doing all the work myself with my family, the heavy lifting, but it was always a plan in place. We're going to do this for a few months. From there, we're moving this somewhere else to some other people. We're going to hire some people. Do you see what I'm saying? You always want to have I don't want to say you're in, but you want to have a plan when you get into these different businesses, because here's what happens. And here's why I'm sharing this today. Here's what happens to a lot of us. We create a new job for ourselves. We were running away from the last job that we hated. We end up creating another job that we hate. Okay. And now we have to work it, because now we're actually seeing money from this job that we've now created for ourselves. So in order to maintain that money, we have to stick with it. We can't just walk away. We can't just walk away, because now we've created a monster now we have to feed that monster. I want you to start to ask yourself, if something, God forbid, happens to me, or if God is calling me to go over there today, can my business still run sufficiently without me being here? For those of you who have been in business for a while, who are control freaks, just like I was and am sort of still recovering from, you are going to need to let go of some parts of your business. You're going to need to hire efficient teams in place with minds who can think, because sometimes we burn out even with our thoughts, who can run portions of your business for you so that you can be somewhere else in the world enjoying the fruits of your labor without being chained to your desk all the time. So do you have people helping you? Do you have systems, automations, things in your business? Are you even thinking in that direction, guys, so that you are not creating something that if you're gone, it's gone? Come on, I'm seeing it happen to too many entrepreneurs. They're gone, so their whole legacy that they planned on building is now washed down the drain. What is your scale plan, for this? How can you do this in such a way that does not require you to always be present 100%, or at least set your business up so that one day you can step back a bit and let somebody else help you? This is super important, because nobody told me this. You have to have a plan. Sometimes we blindly go into entrepreneurship because all we know is we want what we see that other people have. Have you ever taken time to think maybe what you see that other people have is not for you? You have your own way to go. Y'all are looking at people who are live streaming 40 hours a week. When you have 6 kids and they have none. Okay, so they have time to be able to sit in front of the camera 24 hours, in the cycle of a day, and they have time to do that. And you're judging yourself because your marketing plan doesn't look like theirs, but your whole set of circumstances, your whole life is different from theirs. So what I'm asking you to do, break the mold. I'm asking you to shift. Now is the time to shift. Now is the time to start to plan. Now is the time to start to ask yourself questions like, can I grow this way? Take out your plan. Once you write it on paper, take out your plan and say, here's my plan. Does this match what I put down on this plan? Do these activities, are they a great match for what I have down on this plan? If not, these activities need to go. So I'm going to ask y'all one more time before I go. Are you building a business, or are you building a prison for yourself? Are you handcuffing yourself to your business? Are you really going to be able to do all the things that you dreamed of doing? Because if not, tell me, what's the purpose of entrepreneurship if all you do is work hard and you can never, ever enjoy the fruits of your labor? My very first mentor, y'all, and this is the importance of mentorships, which leads me into my next point about my mentorship group that I want to share with you guys. My very first mentor told me that you want to travel more? Do it now. Do it now. You see yourself living a life where you can pick up your kids and go anywhere in the world. Do it now. So at the time, we couldn't afford to put all of our kids on a plane. So we started taking road trips. We would put all of our kids in the car. We started driving them to Florida. We started matching the vibration. We started physically matching the spiritual vibration of what we wanted. We started to get into action, guys. We started to get into action. We started to produce the energy of doing the things that we wanted. Next thing you know, we were putting all of our kids on a plane. Next thing you know, I was able to fly first class. Next thing you know. So my question to you is, why aren't you creating some of those experiences now? Stop telling yourself, I can't right now. Like I want to go, I want to do, but I can't right now. Stop it in your tracks. Stop telling yourself that. If you are not making your money work for you, if you are not investing in yourself, if you are not matching the vibration of what you want right now, don't even ask me or ask yourself the question of why 5 years from now you are still moving in the same circles. It's because you refuse to break the mold. Stop making excuses for yourself. Stop asking yourself, why hasn't this happened for me? Stop telling yourself, I can't right now. Now is an amazing opportunity for you to step out of where you have been and to shift into something new. And I don't want you to be afraid to do it. I want you to match, be a vibrational match for what you want. Show up for what you know you're being called to do. Do it with boldness. Do it with boldness, and you'll be surprised at what will happen. Okay, guys. So I love you guys. I want you to be blessed. I cannot wait to see what you guys come out with next, because you are freaking rock stars. There is nothing in this world that you can't do. And I just can't wait to see you guys rock it out. You guys be blessed. See you guys soon. Bye.